So just finished peeing on my keto strips. I am finally trace amounts of ketones in my urine. Hello, YouTube. I don't think I did a video that mentioned that I was going to be trying to do a keto diet, but so I attempted to do a keto diet. If you follow my social media, it was virtually impossible to miss the fact that I was doing it. I failed miserably. I quit. And I thought I would kind of make a video just to clarify why I was doing it, my philosophies behind kind of dieting to begin with. I hate the word diet. It's such a awful word that we've manipulated and turned into something so negative, when really it's just the foods we eat and the foods we choose to eat. But diet is now this crash diet connotation behind it of eating in a certain way that is usually not sustainable long term. So, with that being said, I am generally anti diet. I am very much pro macro based tracking, um, learning through that how to properly create a balanced diet that suits you, that suits the individual, that suits your goals. It's not hard to learn to do your own macros. You can find it anywhere on the internet. MyFitnessPal is a great tool to really get a rough guide. I've been doing macro-based dieting for 3 years. It's a great place to start. A lot of people argue that it creates this obsession over food, which I can see, but in a positive light, it really makes you cognitive and realizing what you're putting into your body and what that incorporates. Macro-based dieting basically just means looking at your carbs, fats, and proteins, and calories. That's my philosophy on diets. Keto. Keto fucking sucks. My reasoning for doing it was I understand the science behind it, and I understand, there's good research into what it does and how it works. Is it long term? Not at all. I don't think keto is a very good option for long term diet. Doing keto was just an experiment. It was just a 1 month, let's see how this works. I do believe, though, it does have certain niche purposes. One of them being for people who are disabled, unable to be active in the gym. It really provides a catalyst that helps lose that weight that way. So essentially, the science behind keto is you remove carbs, which are generally fuel. With that, your body learns to basically adapt to using ketones, which come from fat, which then force your body to tap into its own fat stores to then find energy, which in turn, obviously, you're going to burn more fat that way without having added exercise. My experience on keto, the week was hell. And I'm not just talking that my body was physically ill and physically just run down. I woke up in the morning feeling like I was hit by a bus. But what got me the most is how much it affected me mentally and emotionally. So I'm home from work a little bit early. I feel disgusting today. Keto is kicking my ass, but there's a bright side to it. I am getting closer and closer to ketosis. Thank God. Ben was telling me that it was literally like night and day seeing how I was the last day of my keto diet and then seeing me after consuming carbs. It affected me so very deeply beyond just I'm tired and that sort of thing. I was still going to go through with it, though. I was still going to push through. I'm not really a quitter. It's very hard for me to pull the plug on stuff like that. What got me, though, was being so very close to ketosis and consuming a bit too much lean protein. But this is such an intricate thing. So instead of just depleting carbs, you have to be conscious of your insulin spiking, which granted should have been something that I should have realized. What I didn't realize that is too much lean protein can do that. And so I feel so good. I went the whole week without consuming a carb. Can we just go to Red Robin and get me a lettuce burger and some chicken wings? And that was enough to kind of send me over the edge and knock me out of ketosis. Probably one of the most frustrating and annoying things. I'm not willing to say one way or the other on how I feel about the diet as a short-term thing. I really can't see it being good long-term for anyone. But a short-term thing, I couldn't even make it past the first week. It was awful. I'm sure multiple different things contributed to that. Recently being done by meat and being in and out of kind of battling a cold, but it was just awful. Maybe there's a future for me sometime to just give it another go for another month, but done with that. So yeah, that's kind of the lowdown on that, and yeah, keep it sleazy.